All right, all right, all right. Good morning, good morning. Let's see what we can do here in this periscopio. Periscopio. Make sure you don't fall down. Oh, here we go. About to fall down. All right, good morning, good morning, good morning, everybody. Come on in. Come on in, come on in. Welcome, 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 everybody, to today's live stream. Good morning, sister. Good morning. Assalamu alaikum. Good morning, good morning, good morning to everybody. Welcome to the Money Game live stream. Welcome, welcome, welcome. When you come on in, make sure you introduce yourself and share. Share, share, share. All right? The rules of the live stream is this. When you come in, tell us who you are and where you're from. Share by hitting the Paradude or restreaming there at Meerkat or sharing there at Facebook. And then hit the hearts, right? And then hit the hearts. Because we believe here at the Money Game live stream, sharing is caring. And if you don't share, that means you don't care, all right? If you don't share, that means you don't care. We're going to get started in about 1 more minute, brothers and sisters. We want to give everybody a chance to get on and join us, because some folks may be, tied up doing something and have to, make themselves available to join us on today's live stream. Now, get your questions ready. Today is Everything Money. You saw it in the title. Everything Money Q&A. That means question and answer. Everything Money Q&A Wednesday. All right. So go ahead and invite your friends. We need for everybody to invite your friends. Restream it, Meerkat. Hey, Aaron, invite your friends. All right, all right. Aaron comes in and knows exactly what to do. Thank you very much for sharing, Aaron. Invite your friends. Invite your friends. Invite your friends. Invite your friends. Invite your friends to the live stream Money Game. You saw it. Hashtag Black Dollars. Hashtag Black Wealth. Hashtag Black Economy. All right. There it is. Millionaire. I missed that one. Atlanta, Georgia. Atlanta, Georgia. Era from Baltimore. All right. Tell us where you're from, Facebook Live. I see you. I see you looking. So put where you're from. Please put where you're from and share it, share it, share it. All right. We're going to get started in about 30 seconds. We're going to get started in about 30 seconds. We need for everybody to share. Thank you, sister. I don't know how to pronounce your name. Thea. Sister Thea, thank you for sharing. We need for everybody to share. Everybody to share. Welcome. Good morning, Sister Niambi. She comes right in. Tia. Thank you, Sister Tia. Thank you so very much. All right. Share, 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 brothers and sisters. We're talking about the money game. We're talking about the money game. Let's play the money game, but let's play to win. Not sometimes, not most of the time, but all the time. All the time. Dr. What's his name? DJ Khaled. All I do is win, win, win. Right? Some people, all they do is win. I mean, that's their mindset. Right? How can we be in an environment? It's not really so much competition. How can we be in an environment, right? In the environment of trying to gather resources for ourselves, our family, and our black community, and we're in the same environment with people with the mentality of all they do is win, 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 win. And if we are going after the same resources, right, then there's no wonder why they get more resources than we get. Because they have the mentality of all they do is win, 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 win. All right, so let's go ahead. One last share before we get started. One last restream before we get started. And Facebook Live, go ahead and share. Go ahead and share right quick before we get started. All right. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. Welcome everybody to the Money Game live stream. The Money Game live stream. This is where I take my 30 years of experience and deliver it to you all, deliver it to us, what I've found to be the winning rules to the money game. Not just rules, not just what I think, not just what sounds right, not just what, the majority of the people are saying in mantras and quotes and anecdotes, but what I have discovered and learned that are proven success rules to winning at the money game. Because there's no doubt in my mind, brothers and sisters, those that win consistently are not smarter, right? They're not, lucky. They're not just know the right people. It's none of all that. The thing is that they play by winning rules. And those are the only rules they play by. And if they can't play to win, if they don't play to win, then they don't play at all. All right? They don't like coming in second. They feel that they deserve the number one spot. So that's what I want to share with you today. You saw the hashtags, hashtag black dollars, hashtag black wealth, hashtag black economy. If that's what you're about, brothers and sisters, if that's a major, purpose of yours, if that's a major mission of yours, if that's a major crusade of yours, I want to welcome you and congratulate you to the right place at the right time. The Money Game live stream. All right. We're here Monday through Friday at 11 o'clock Central Standard Time. We have a different theme for every day of the week. On Mondays is Money Mindset Mondays. Tuesdays is Tactical Tuesdays, how-to steps. Wednesdays is today, which is everything money, question and answer. This is where you ask the questions. I just sit here and answer them, right? And it goes as long as you want based on your questions are short, all right? You control today's broadcast, today's live stream. And Thursday is Tactical Thursday again. Tacticals, tactics, right? And then Friday is Freedom Friday, Financial Freedom Friday, when we understand and deal with the idea of freedom and the idea of financial freedom. All right. So that's it. We want to encourage you to come back Monday through Friday, 11 o'clock Central Standard Time. All right. My name is DarrellMuhammad. I'm a real estate investor, mentor, coach. I'm an entrepreneur, networker, network marketer, you name it, brothers and sisters, an entrepreneur, right? Sales and marketing expert, sales and marketing online and offline. I've been trained by some of the very, very, very best in several different industries. So I'm blessed and I have to share my blessings with others. Remember, sharing is caring. And if you don't share, you really, truly don't care. You really, truly don't care. So let's share right now, brothers and sisters. Meerkatters, let's go. Periscopers, let's go. Share, restream, and share there on Facebook, all right? I was a stockbroker for 6 years for a major Wall Street firm, and brothers and sisters, since then, I've never been the same again. I realized that there's two distinct differences from those that play to win by playing by winning rules, right? And those that play not to lose. Those that play not to lose, right? They're opposites. I realized that when I became a stockbroker, and that's what I want to share with you on these live streams, all right? Now, brothers and sisters, if you've been on here before and you like this message, you like this pro-black message, you like this pro-economic empowerment message, then I want to invite you to a small group that we're developing, a small community. We're going to keep it small and private, all right? Just go to DarrellMuhammad.net, hit one of the blog posts, and enter your information to go on a special VIP list. And let me tell you who this list is for. It's for action takers. It's for those that are concerned economically about themselves, their families, but here it is, but even more so, our community. They want to see our community come up economically and sovereignly, right? And we're talking about first starting with as consumers, we're going to lead by example, circulating the black dollars with each other, all right? So if you're about that, like I said, if you're about that life, then go here, click, get on the list, because when I get back from Cancun this weekend, God willing, we're going to go full speed ahead with these private sessions just for those on the list. We're going to delve down into these ideas, these concepts more, and give you tools that you can use so these ideas and winning rules can manifest in something tangible so people can see. All right? Tangible so we can experience and our lives can be changed and our community can be changed for the better. Now, if you're not quite there yet, brothers and sisters, you're not quite ready to put your energy where your mouth is, your time where your mouth is, and you're not ready to put your money where your mouth is, that's okay. All right? Just hang in there with us. All right? Just follow us on DarrellMuhammad on all the social media platforms, Periscope, Twitter, Facebook, blab.im, Instagram, Pinterest, and Snapchat. Brothers and sisters, you want to go on Snapchat, right? Join us, connect with me on Snapchat. When I get back from Cancun, I'm going to start giving away stuff, right? Start giving away free tools, free ebooks, free stuff that I just have. I mean, you know, it's better to share it with your brothers and sisters so they can benefit from it. There's no lack in the universe, right? There's no lack in the universe. I don't have to hoard things for myself as if I'm going to, you know, if I share it, other people's going to get what belongs to me. Nobody can get, brothers and sisters, what belongs to you. The only challenge is you and I have to go out and get it. It's not going to come to us. All right. So with that being said, brothers and sisters, welcome to today's live stream. We call it the money game, the money game. And hopefully you all have gone to my website, DarrellMuhammad.com, and purchased your set of affirmation cards, money affirmation cards, right? Money affirmation cards. And there was one in here that talks about, oh, here it is. Playing the money game to win. Playing the money game to win. All right? Those that are serious play to win. Those that are not serious, they just play to play. They play to have fun. They play to, do other things other than win. But I want us to have the mindset of winning, have the mindset of consistently winning to where it to the extent to where it appears that all we do is win, as DJ Khaled says. All right. So let's go ahead and open up for questions, brothers and sisters. Put your questions in here. Anything about networking, network marketing, sales and marketing, real estate investing in general. What else is there? Just that kind of stuff, right? Business, entrepreneurship, business, tax strategies. Put your questions in here right now, brothers and sisters, and we'll go ahead and get started with today's Everything Money question and answer live stream that we have here on Wednesdays. All right. So always remember, feel free to go to DarrellMuhammad.net, go to Snapchat, DarrellMuhammad. You don't want to miss on these goodies. I've started identifying some. I got some audios I'm going to give to you guys. It's going to be great and wonderful. I'm testing out the technology because, as you know, we got to stay on top of this technology. And I pray that Facebook, you guys will be able to stay with us for the full duration. What should we as entrepreneurs do to avoid paying too much taxes? Thank you, Sis Niambe. Well, you have to follow the tax laws, or you don't have to follow them. You have to know that the tax laws are written for two people, to benefit two types of people or two groups, right? Tax laws are written to benefit business owners, right? Not hustlers, business owners, business entities, I should say. Business entities and those who own the business entities. And the tax laws are written for, number two, real estate owners. Real estate owners, right? So what do we have to do? We have to find ourselves in one of those two categories, Sister Niambe. Thank you for your question. And secondly, you have to find a tax, not a preparer at least, but a tax planner, a tax professional that exclusively does, or majority of their business is tax filing for businesses. Tax filing for businesses. This is not Turbo Pro. This is not, H&R Block. This is not your storefront, box, tax planning, tax preparing in the box. Not those. right? You have to go to someone that does at least 80% of their filings is done with small businesses or businesses in general. Why? Because they know the tax laws. They know what you can write off. They know how much. They know to what extent, right? That you can write off certain things. They can give you strategies and advice on what to do differently so you can maximize your tax write-offs, right? So that's how you do it, brothers and sisters. That's how you do it. If you're waiting for how does the real estate investor homeowner benefit? Well, you benefit, sisters. How do you play to win? Money, networking. You play to win. I covered yesterday. Right? You have to make a decision. You have to commit and you have to take action. You have to know the rules. You have to know the winning rules to the money game and play by those rules only. Right? You have to have the mindset and the skill set. You have to have the mindset and the skill set, right? The mindset and the skill set, right? What you're thinking and the actions that you're taking with your hands, right? That's gonna assure our chances of winning consistently, right? How can you assure you're gonna get in shape? You got to do it consistent enough, right? You got to do it consistent enough to get the results that you want. All right. So real estate, how does it benefit you? It benefits you in a lot of ways, right? Because the income that you get from real estate, you can write it off by the depreciation and expenses of being an owner of real estate. But the key thing is, brothers and sisters, right? There's always layers. There's layers to this stuff, right? The way that the big boys really win big, right, at the money game is they stack. They stack strategies on top of each other's, right? We'll just do one, right? And oh man, we doing it, right? We'll just have one strategy. Oh man, we bragging, right? But other folks stack another strategy on another strategy on another strategy. For example, we'll just go out and get real estate, become the owner. All right. So that's one strategy. Right. But it's not in an entity. It's not in an LLC. Right. Which would be another strategy. You got it? Which would be another strategy. Real estate is the foundational, fundamental. That's where it all starts, if you will, in answering Sister Niambi's question. But then you have it in your name, right? Which increases your risk and increases your vulnerability to loss. But then if you stack another strategy, right, with an entity, now the entity owns it. Now you stacked another strategy on top of it. And you just continue to do that as you learn and as you learn and as you sophisticate and as you expand. See, if you're not doing anything, you don't need, right? You don't need a legal entity. You're just going to work and coming home. But when you start expanding and start playing in the game, the money game, and playing to win, then you need a legal entity. Now you need other pieces, right? And as your wealth grows and as your strategy grows, then you start getting into layers, right? You start getting into layers, right? And then that's how you maximize the strategy. That's how you maximize. It's called compounding in the investment world. You compound or you stack strategy on top of strategy on top of strategy. Before you know it, you have a nice strategy. They call it a strategy. All right. So good question. Any other questions? I just don't want to belabor the point. Hopefully I made it. Any other questions, brothers and sisters? Any questions on Facebook? How do you pay down loans? You pay down loans. Good question, Eugene. That's a real good question. Here's how you pay down loans. It's the fastest way to pay down loans, right? It's not an extra payment, right? Well, they used to say pay an extra payment a month or whatever, and at the end of the year or whatever. But here's the fastest way. It's been proven, right? It's been proven. I did it for my mom with her home. She took a 30-year loan and knocked it down and paid it off in 10 years, right? By following the simple strategy, right? The way you pay down any amortized loan, right? The fastest way to pay down any amortized loan is to pay on next month's, now listen very carefully, next month's principal. To pay on next month principal. All right. All right. Hey, Sharkster13 at Meerkat. Welcome being here. All right. So that's how you could do it. We'll go more into detail, brothers and sisters. More into detail, but you have to be on the list so you can get the private event because it takes some explaining. I'm going to have a, whiteboard and all that kind of stuff and actually get into it. It's going to take probably about an hour to two to really explain it to you. But just know that the fastest way to pay down any amortized loan, that can be a student loan, that can be a car loan, that can be a mortgage, is to pay next month's principal with this month's payment. Next month's principal with this month's payment. Now, there's more to it than that, but that's how you do it to answer your question, all right? If you want to learn more, make sure you go to Darrell Muhammad, press on one of the blog posts, enter your name and email address, and just stick with us. One of the winning rules to winning at the money game, brothers and sisters, you have to be patient. You have to be patient. You have to get to the right environment, right? Get in the right space that has what you're looking for and be patient. It's like going into, let's say, I don't know, it's like going into a grocery store, right? You know the food that you're looking for is there, but now you have to have enough patience to find it in the store, right? It's a little bit easier in the grocery store because it has the marquees at the top and tell you where things are. But when it comes to the money game, it's not that easily identifiable. All right. How you doing, brother Darrell Muhammad? That's the other DarrellMuhammad. All right. Welcome, brother. All right. So, brothers and sisters, that's what we have to understand. So, any other questions? Everything money, question and answer Wednesdays. Any other questions? No questions at Facebook, huh? All right. Any other questions, brothers and sisters? Any other questions? All right. Any other questions? We probably got about another 10 minutes, or unless we're finished with our questions. Make sure you go to DarrellMuhammad.net, DarrellMuhammad.net, and that's where you can find some of the things that we're doing. You'll find, some previous money game live streams. All right, you'll find them there. You'll find them. You'll find what? How to start a gold account, a gold saving account, a GOLD savings account. I encourage everybody to buy GOLD and go to DarrellMuhammad.net. Right there on the front page, you can see that. My real estate course for those that are interested in real estate. All right, you go there and you click on my course and you get some free training. All right, some free training. Excuse me. I think it's a 5-part series. What is the fastest route to accumulating route? The fastest route? I don't know what the fastest route is. I don't know. That's a good question. What is the fastest route? The fastest route is the fastest route you take. All right. The fastest route is you moving as quickly as you can down a proven path of wealth. That's the fastest way. See, everybody's looking for the fastest way. Call me afterwards. Everybody's looking for the fastest way, but getting started is the fastest way. Getting started today, right now, is the fastest way. That's the fastest way. The fastest way is you moving as fast as you can down a proven path, right? Moving as fast as you can down a proven path. So I would say, in general, that's what it is, right? You find something. I'm reading this book right now, brothers and sisters, by a retired commander of the Navy SEAL, so I can get the mindset of a Navy SEAL. There's very few people, please post that again, I missed it. Very few people become, very few military folks become Navy SEALs. It's a very elite group, right? And I want to learn from the best of the best. So if I can just implement 20, 30% of what this guy is sharing in this book, and he gives you exercises to do, right? If I can implement 20%, 30% of what he tells us, what he shares, that would put me head and shoulders above and closer to my ultimate goal in life, right? My ultimate mission and purpose in life, all right? That's what this is about, okay? And he talks about questions. Matter of fact, he doesn't talk about questions. He gives you questions. And mostly all of his exercise, you have to, I did a shared secured loan. I received an interest rate. Okay, so which I don't know what your point is, Brother Eugene. All right, I don't know what your point. Is that a question? Right? I don't know what you're saying. All right, but anyway, so I'm reading this book, and he talks about questions, right? Question the mission. See, questions are very important, brothers and sisters. We have to learn how to ask questions. You start by doing what? Questioning yourself. Why am I doing what I'm doing? Why am I not doing what I should do? Why? Why can't I get up in the morning? Why can't I buy this book? Why can't I read? What is my problem? Right? Why can't I lose weight? Right? You want to ask why, and more powerful than why not, the question is how can I? How can I get, up early in the morning to exercise? How can I? Because your mind will answer any question you give it if you ask it often enough. So you really don't want to ask why not. You want to ask how, right? Or why does that work, right? But you want to ask yourself, how can I? How can I afford to get that real estate course? How can I afford to go to that seminar? How can I afford it? All right, so any questions, brothers and sisters? Any questions? Any questions? Somebody had a question and I missed it. Please ask that question again over there at Periscope. All right, remember, there at Facebook, sooner or later is our time and money worth CDs, mutual funds, and money market accounts? Facebook, this should scroll up and ask you to subscribe. Go ahead and subscribe so you can get notified on these live streams, okay? Facebook Live. I don't believe in the stock market anymore, Brother Aaron. I don't believe in it. I was on the inside looking out, and I believe it's rigged, right? It's controlled by the big boys. They control the market. It's controlled by outside forces, right? So I personally don't invest in it. I've gotten out. I don't believe in it. I think there's better ways. I think there's better opportunities. I think there's better investments that you and I can understand and you and I have more control over, right? More control over. You don't control anything in the stock market. You put your money in and you hope you can, you can win. You hope you can benefit from it, right? I've learned when I was a stockbroker that the philosophy that they have people buy into is it's flawed, right? It's flawed. For example, they tell you invest $25 a month for 40 years, then you have $2-3 million. That's true in theory, but in reality, very few people do anything for 40 years. That's on an old, antiquated. What do you think about hedge funds? It's nothing to think about hedge funds, brother. That's way over our heads to understand hedge funds and even be concerned about hedge funds. Black folks are not circulating their consumer dollars in the black community so we can be financially strong. We have to stick and get to the basics, right? We're too busy in this pie in the sky, levels that we won't even participate in. Why consume our minds with things that we don't have, we'd never get to, right? Let's master the basic fundamentals of the money game, the basic fundamental rules in winning at the money game. He talks about, Mark Divine talks about in the chapter that I'm reading, he talks about getting rid of clutter in your brain, right? Worrying about hedge funds, brother, when we're not circulating the dollars. He's talking about declutter your environment. And one of the things you got to declutter is our brain. We're worrying about things that are irrelevant. That's like you and I being concerned on what's happening on Mars and we're not concerned about what's happening on planet Earth where we live. Well, what about Mars? Do you think there's people on Mars? Do you think there's life on Mars? Do you think I saw a photo of a face on Mars? And here we are on the planet Earth, and as the old folks say, we can't rub two nickels together as black people. We can't come together so we can take over the economy in our neighborhood. But we concerned about hedge funds. For what? Right? We ain't got no funds to hedge against nothing. Right? Our version, our hedge fund is buying gold. That's your hedge fund. Right? In a very basic, fundamental way that we can participate. See, there's a saying, you got to get in where you can fit in. We can't fit in on the hedge fund level. Right? Buy some gold. While we buying books on hedge funds and reading about hedge fund and telling people and sounding all smart, we don't have gold. Buy some gold. That is your hedge. Your personal hedge fund is, there go Facebook again, dog. Your personal hedge fund, Eugene, is buying gold. Until you buy gold, go to DarrellMuhammad.net, open up your free account and buy you some gold. Buy a gram of gold every month. You do that for 2 to 3 years. Now you qualify by your actions. Not by words and intelligence and being able to talk, with white folks about the, sophisticated economic models. Who cares? Who cares? Buy you some gold. Buy you some gold. GOLD. Go to DarrellMuhammad.net. Click on open up you a free gold account and buy you some gold today. Thank you for your question, Brother Eugene. I appreciate it. As always, you're doing a great job in sharing. I know you care because you share. All right? I know you care because you share. Congratulations, Aaron, for buying your book, Black Labor, White Wealth. Because I'm looking for action takers. Brother, I'm looking for people who are willing to do what I have done, what I am doing, and then some. And then some on top of that. Right? I'm looking for folks. I tell you, I'm waiting to get 2 more books to come in from Amazon. I'm looking for folks like myself, if not better. All right? So if you about it, not talking about it, but being about it, then that's what you need to do. You need to buy books, like other people buy shoes and other people buy watches and other people buy, whatever. You got to be about your learning and learning about relevant information that can change your life now. Change your life now. All right. Any other questions, brothers and sisters? Yeah, I guess Facebook went about 25 minutes today. I switched the frequency here in the house or on the tablet. It didn't show me weak signal. It just cut off. So we'll figure all that out, right? Any other questions, brothers and sisters? Any other questions? Any other questions? Any other questions, all right? Any other questions about networking, about, books, about network marketing, about real estate investing, about sales and marketing, about, I don't know, whatever else, insurance, the stock market, anything, any questions there at Meerkat? Any questions? Any questions, brothers and sisters? Remember, questions, you have to ask questions. You have to learn how to ask questions. Besides the bank, where can we sit money to build interest? To build interest? That's a good question, right? You're going to either earn interest, right, at a bank or a brokerage firm, right? Or you're going to get a return on your money. ROI, return on investment. Interests are fixed, return investments are not, right? Does the bank know? When I was a stockbroker, I used to open up accounts for people to put their cash, park it in a money market account at a brokerage firm, because that pays higher than a bank, right? So look into your broker, Fidelity and I don't know, E-Trade or whatever. right? But look for brokerage firms that allow you to open up money market accounts, right? See what they're paying and just park some money there, all right? It's not as accessible as the bank, but you'll get a higher interest rate. And remember, brothers and sisters, there's always a trade-off, right? You can't get 100% accessibility in the highest interest rate. That doesn't happen, right? You can't have your money in your safe at your house and get the highest interest rate, right? 100% accessibility by having it in your safe, but then you want 6%. It's not going to happen like that, right? It's not going to happen like that. You have 100% accessibility by it being in your safe, but then you have no interest rate. So that's what you have to understand, all right? Brokerage firms, how do we qualify for them? Brother Aaron, I told you where to go. You go and you figure out the rest, all right? Entrepreneurs are individuals who ask questions, and when the answer is given, they figure out the rest, right? Entrepreneurs are individuals who just ask, what direction is the gold rush? And the person say, go west, young man, go west. And they go west. They don't ask, how far do I go west? And where should I turn? And who should I look for? And all that kind of stuff. Right? You take the information. Right? You ask more questions. Don't get me wrong. Get me right. With entrepreneurs, we have to understand in learning the rules to the money game to win. You have to understand that I am enough, I'm intelligent enough, I'm resourceful enough, and by the help of God, whatever I can't get, right, on my own from exterior resources, that God will help me with, right? So if someone tell me, Darrell, go to a brokerage firm, go to Fidelity, go to E-Trade, go to, I don't know who they are anymore, right? And find out. Well, that's what you do. You do that, then you come back and ask more questions. Well, do I go online or do I go in the office? Should I call them? Or should I go by? That's too much. That's too much. You want me to do it for you. You want me to do everything but do it for you. Right? That's not what we do in playing the money game to win. You get it answer, and you execute. It's about executing it quickly as possible. How do you make the fastest way? You get information and you execute it immediately. That's the fastest way. As soon as you get off this live stream, you get on the computer and you put E-Trade. You find out and you go through, say, money market account, okay, here it is, boom. Minimum investment, okay, boom. Interest rate, boom. Let me see who else got it, see who's competing against each other. Oh, maybe I should put in the search engine, highest paying money market account, right? You figure that out on your own. You don't ask the person for everything. You got to get, creative thinking. They say in Message to the Black Man, get it. But I don't be DarrellMuhammad. He says, the black man and woman, he said, the black man has been robbed of creative thought. Robbed of creative thought. So what does that mean? That means I have to activate my creative thought. My ability to think creatively. Where I can look at the trees in the backyard, right? And say, well, shoot, I can cut it down and use it for something else, right? I can cut the grass, save it, and use it for mulch, right? That's creative. When you take something as it's given to you and is in the form that it's given to you in, and you see something, another use for it. You see another use for it. Not somebody else tells you there's another use for it. Creative thought. Creative thought. And I think that's mentioned, that's mentioned in Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. All right? So good question, Aaron. Appreciate your question. So let's ask some more questions. All right, got a couple of more minutes. Let's ask some more questions. See, asking questions, is a learning opportunity for everybody. Right? It's a learning opportunity for me. So you want to ask questions with the mindset of I'm looking to learn something from the response. Not so much get an answer, but learn something from the answer. What did I learn from the answer? Right? Oh, I got my answer. Right? But what did I learn from the answer? I asked the question based on my needs, and what did I learn from the answer? I got my answer, but I learned a whole lot more. Right? Right? That's what it's about. That's what it's about, brother. See, that's understanding. That's why Solomon said, right? The wisest man during his time in the Bible. And he's probably one of the wisest today, even in his death. Right? He said, of all these things, get ye understanding. Understanding. Not the answer. Get understanding. Get understanding of the answer. Get understanding about what is it that I can learn from the answer. Right? It's like going to eat an apple, right? Getting an apple, you got the answer, right, to the question of what does my body need for nutrients. The answer is a fruit, right? But taking it to the next level is to understand what in the fruit is giving your body nutrition. Right? Don't stay at just the basic understanding that my body needs nutrition and fruits and vegetables are provided. That's good. That's better than nothing. Right? But we don't want the minimum to be our maximum. So says Holton Bugs. So we want to build on, we talked about earlier, right? Stacking strategies on top. See, that's what's about. Growth is about this. Growth is about building momentum. It's all the same thing. Growth is momentum and momentum is growth. Stacking is momentum and stacking is growth. It's continuous. It's building. It's building on what you knew yesterday to where you get to the level of understanding, but you're seeking understanding from the very beginning. You're seeking understanding about money from the very beginning. Would you invest in a company's 401k plan? Well, like I said, investing in a 401k plan is a stock market, Sister Niambe. That's better than nothing. That's better than nothing. But still at that, that's the stock market. Right? That's the stock market. See, here's something I came up with recently. Lazy investors get the crumbs from active investors. So whatever return on investment we make by doing little to nothing, our activity in the investment process is close to zero, don't expect to make a lot of money. You won't make more money than a person that's actively involved. So if you want to be a lazy investor where they just take $25 out of your account every month or from your job every month to go on a 401k plan, and that's all you do, just know your returns are going to be much less than those that are actively participating in their own investment portfolio. Just know that to be a rule of thumb. Right? Just know that to be a rule of thumb. Something is always better than nothing, but there's always something better than that. Right? Right? So understand that. But your money is tied up, right? You can't touch it without penalties. I mean, if you knew what to do with your money, you can, like I told you before, raise your deductions, bring more money home, and then you know what to do with it because you're an active investor in your investment portfolio. You're taking it to the marketplace, and you're getting a greater return. You have a better chance of getting a greater return. Right? That's not for everybody. Some people like being lazy. Some people just don't mind crumbs. But those are not people who play the money game to win. Those are people that play the money game not to lose. And I'm hoping that's not anybody watching this live stream. Right? I hope it's not anybody that's watching on Meerkat. Because if it is, then you're wasting your time. The number one commodity, the most valuable asset you have is time, and never waste it on something that you're not about. You're not about that. See? So we hold on to money, like I said before. We'll squeeze the hell out of a dollar. I don't know if I'm buying. I don't know who gold, how much it costs to get a gram of gold. I don't know. But then we waste our time doing nothing. Right, man, all right, I'll be there in a minute. Let me just finish watching this TV program. That's not the rules to win, brothers and sisters. That's the rules to lose. You're guaranteed to lose playing by those rules. All right? So go ahead and put your questions in there. Put your questions in there, brothers and sisters. Hopefully that helps us, Niambe. Hopefully that helps Brother Aaron. Hopefully that helps Brother Eugene. All right? So put any more questions you have. Put any more questions you have. We got a few more minutes. All right? And then we got some things to do. I didn't get to the gym this morning. Waiting on a contractor to come who didn't show up. So now you want to come tomorrow, right? So I'm going to try to get to the gym after this live stream. All right. So any other questions, brothers and sisters? Go ahead and put your questions in. I'm going to Cancun by God's grace, leaving Saturday. I'll be back beginning of next week. So we're going to try to stream. When are we going to try to stream? Oh, Monday. Yeah, I'll be back the beginning of next week. So I'll stream Monday, and Tuesday from Cancun. All right. And I'm staying at the Hard Rock Resort. And we'll show you around. Helping me daily. Good. That's what I'm here to do, Aaron. That's what I'm here to do. Right? Let me just share this with you, brothers and sisters. A lot of us don't make it in entrepreneurship. A lot of us don't make it in network marketing. A lot of us don't make it in the free enterprise world for many reasons. But one in particular, and this has been my experience, one in particular is because we have to become more emotionally strong. I got a book in my home office, my back office there. It's called Emotional Intelligence. Scientists are saying that is more valuable, right? It's better for you to have emotional intelligence than IQ. EQ is better than IQ, scientists are saying. EQ, emotional intelligence, is your and I ability to deal with things emotionally. Right? When we get knocked down, how quick do we get back up? How do we deal with impatience? As a real estate investor, is it necessary to hire a real estate attorney? Well, the more sophisticated the transaction is, yes. The more sophisticated the transaction is, yes. That's why I teach you in my course, The Secrets to Wholesaling. Stick with easy stuff. Don't worry about probate and foreclosures and auctions and all this other kind of stuff. Right? Don't go after that. Because now you need attorney. Now you need more money. But you say you don't have no money. And then you need credit. But then you say you don't have no credit. You're wasting time going down that road. Learn the basics, brothers and sisters. I can't stress this enough. Michael Jordan, all the greats are greats because they mastered the basics and they build on the basics first. Serena and her sister are the greatest tennis players. Why? Because they mastered the basics. Did you know that their father taught them tennis by watching VHS videotapes on learning how to play tennis? He did not know how to play tennis. He took VHS, if you remember those things, right? He took video lessons and taught his girls the fundamentals of tennis with those videos. You understand? And then as they took that and they were so good at that, then as they went to high school and got with professional coaches, in college and professional coaches. So that's what, what they call that? They call that a hint. See, wise people and those that win at the money game, back to your question, Brother Aaron, wise people catch hints. Wise people catch clues. Wise people, meaning people whose conscious is aware, hyper aware, they pick up on little things and they recognize it. Somebody else said, what are you talking about? I didn't see that. They pick it up and they recognize it. And they put it in their creative thought. Mechanics, right? And they figure things out. Right? Duplicate and build, absolutely. Oh, you're on the right track, Aaron. So back to the point I'm making. See, emotional intelligence. In most black people, I say most, we got to speak general. I learned that as a stockbroker, right? At the end of all the commercials, if you listen to their commercials, right? If you watch their program, they say this is for educational purposes only. That's a disclaimer, right? This is general information. But get with a professional that can design something specifically for you. So we're talking about in general. When you talk to the masses, you got to talk in general. And those in the masses, right, who recognize the value in our action takers and want to implement it in their lives, then they get with that professional and they sit down with that professional, and then you get a customized suit, right? You get a customized suit. Only those who understand the value of a customized suit invest the time, the energy, and the money to get a customized suit. Those who don't understand the value of a custom suit or have a need for a custom suit, they just go buy one off the rack and get it hemmed and they roll it. Right? It's not good or bad, it just is. Right? So emotional intelligence. I'll try to remember to bring that out tomorrow and I'll show it to you. Emotional intelligence. Most black people, due to our 460 years sojourner here, we bring a lot of baggage, emotional DNA coded baggage. Check that out. Emotional DNA coded baggage to make it where it's counterproductive. You know, we get real, we get real upset. You know, we get upset quick. We get knocked down and we spend more time, than what's necessary. I don't even think it's necessary, but we spend a lot of time in a pity party, right? We have this victim mentality disposition, meaning it's just there. It's positioned in our conscious and our subconscious mind that woe without me, I'm a victim and everybody should help me. People should help me. You should just give. That's why you have to understand the power of sharing, not just on the live stream, but sharing in life. I noticed here last week that I haven't been giving to the brothers that I see on the street asking for money. So I gave last week, and then I saw a brother yesterday, right? And I had to do a double take, right? Double take meaning I looked at him and I said, oh man, I got one. Let me see, right? I had to think about it twice because my muscle had gotten weak on giving to the brothers, right? See, if you're concerned about what they doing with it, they look like they healthy. See, you missing the whole point, right? You're missing the whole point. That means we have to understand, like my Periscope blinking out on me, we have to understand the power of sharing. All right? So, there's Periscope. All right, brothers and sisters, so that must be a sign we need to cut it loose, let it go, I should say. Thanks for being here. Those at Meerkat, check us out tomorrow, Tactical Thursday, 11 o'clock Central Standard Time. The money game, right? The money game. How to play the money game to win by playing with winning rules. Hashtag Black Dollars, hashtag Black Economy, hashtag Black Wealth. All right, that's what we do here. And as always, we'll see you at the top, not from the top, because you, your family, but most importantly, our black community deserves your very best. All right, until tomorrow, take care and God bless. See you guys tomorrow.